Hello, welcome back to Sticky. Welcome everybody. It is Halloween here in Sydney. It's not Halloween here in Sydney. It's not Halloween anywhere, but we're making Halloween lollies. I've dumped my Willy Wonka outfit. If you happen to catch us on Facebook this morning, I was quite good. Instead, I've gone all candy Dracula, candy Dracula. I'm going to be making candy with a really lovely Cooper. Check it out.
Oh, that's maybe stretch. Fair fire in training.
He did have this awesome super gonzo outfit, but we've worked out really quickly this morning that trying to make candy in what is it, polyester?
Long furry sleeves, drop stuff.
Long sleeve polyester is just not going to work.
Not ideal.
So, doing the voices, we've got the biggest Halloween fan possibly in the world.
She will compete with you about it.
Somewhere between Veruca Salt and Rosemary from Rosemary's Baby. I don't know. We're going to be doing Frankenstein's monster to go with our. We made a pumpkin this morning. If you're wondering why we're doing Halloween now, it's so that if someone overseas wants to buy it, we can get it to you by the real Halloween. This is Cooper's baby, this one. I'm just going to be a passenger. I'm going to do what he says. I really like it when that happens.
Usually doesn't happen often.
Usually I'm kind of driving the bus. I really like sitting up the back and just making noise with the bad kids. So,
you just out the window.
I'm just going to ask him what to do as we go on.
Heaps of green.
Heaps of green.
And we'll be doing some little bit of Halloween horror trivia amongst it all as well.
Lily spent some time last night drinking probably not a very expensive bottle of wine.
But a lot of it.
Maybe more than one. And coming up with some awesome Halloween questions. So if she's going to ask them, you can get in. It's not first in, best dressed. It's just a way for us to win.
Everyone have a go.
You can win some fake internet points for yourself.
Gives you something to do at home rather than just sit there and watch.
If you do have any questions about candy, Lily is following the comments. She's going to try and get to them.
Sure is.
If you're wondering, this is not human blood. This is Oompa Loompa blood.
Left over from his last outfit.
Left over from my last outfit. I really couldn't keep doing Willy Wonka.
And
So,
Toffee wall.
what do people bob for on Halloween?
What do people bob for on Halloween? What do you bob for? Bucket of water, stick something in it. What do you bob for? Nice easy one for the kiddies.
Oh, people are straight away in it with apples. And funny
Apples.
enough, this flavour is toffee apple.
Toffee apple.
So
it's like you
toffee
planned that,
apple. I
Lily.
know, I did.
It's
I
almost
blended
like
that
it's
in.
all coming together. How are you girls? Are you well? We've just had some real human beings coming to our shop, so welcome ladies. Is that going to be enough green, Cooper? No, a little bit more.
Everyone's
Yeah,
saying
I can-
apples and they are all so correct.
Don't need more than you think.
Have you guys been to Sticky before? Nice, welcome back. If you're wondering why our shop is all done up in Halloween, just keep wondering, man. Let it wash over you. Let the curiosity wash over you.
Everyone's saying they love the decorations, they love your outfits, and they love toffee apple.
I am the Candyman to the undead.
Dave, what got you started making candy? All in caps, they're yelling that at you.
Yelling it at me. I got started making candy because I couldn't really think of anything better to do at the time. I wasn't happy with what I was doing before, to be honest. I think there's wonderful jobs in that particular industry. I was a lawyer, but I'm not anymore. I wasn't doing one of those. I was doing something else.
One of the not so wonderful jobs.
Thank you.
Next to the
Now says,
sink.
I wish Halloween was a big deal in Brazil. It's so much fun. Look, Halloween didn't used to be a big deal in Australia, but I just forced it. You just got to force
It's
it.
not a huge thing yet. It's
If
not
you-
like you say.
If you just start decorating, someone else will, and then the next year someone else will. So, you know, you just got to
This is
force
we're
it.
on YouTube, ladies. So have you seen this before on social media or anything? Or TikTok? On Insta and TikTok, nice. Lily's the Insta and Annabelle over there is the TikTok.
Why is Cooper only half a vampire?
I'm not fully qualified yet. Dave's been teaching me.
He's
I'm
in
not
the middle
that
of
good.
turning. Yeah, you're in the middle of turning.
I haven't earned my cloak.
He's more like the assistant, you know, Rehnquist.
Someone says, do I know that
Uninitiated.
Anoka, Minnesota is the Halloween capital of the world?
Who?
Anoka,
Somewhere
Minnesota is the Halloween capital of the world.
That's just fun to say.
Is that an official thing?
Well, that
Like-
would be, I know that. I think this one was asked on Facebook, but I'll ask it again. What is the #1 city for trick or treating in the United States?
Hang on, I want to know official Halloween. Is that like recognised by the United Nations? Or how does anyone come up with where the official?
Well, if that's the capital for Halloween of the world, what is the number one
city?
Trick-or-treating
Trick-or-treating.
in the US?
I've got no idea. You've lost me completely. I have no idea.
Yeah, everyone's saying it's official.
It's official.
It's the Halloween
Recognised by the
capital.
Global Halloween Organisation. Okay.
GHO.
We're just cooling our candy down while we get to... Lil's going to ask another question, I think.
Well, we're waiting to see what the
answer is.
The answer is the trick-or-treating one.
Okay.
And Laura is in with San Francisco. It is. Apparently, they have the most
trick-or-treating?
trick-or-treaters every
Okay.
year. The highest number of trick-or-treating.
Is there an official census of how many people go out and trick-or-treat? It's only just becoming a thing here. I understand why kids love Halloween. It was never a thing when I was a kid.
Yeah, but it is now. Get
But, you know,
amongst it.
I'm pretty old. It's hard to go trick-or-treating in a horse and buggy.
Pronounce Lee. Oh, you're telling me what your name is? I get it. What are the cutting blocks made of? Do they have an exact weight that they have to be?
No. They are made of stainless steel. You might see on this table, we've got these steel bars that we use to contain the candy that get moved to the side once our candy's cooled enough to start cooling it. It's actually made out of the same stuff these are, and lengths are cut and then welded together and then polished. And you end up with, they weigh about 5 kilos, but it's not about the weight, they just need to be heavy.
What lolly are we making?
We're making Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein's monster, not Frankenstein. A lot of people call the monster himself Frankenstein, but Frankenstein was the
nutty professor.
was the German nutbag who put together, and it's actually one of Lily's questions, who wrote
It is.
the novel Frankenstein?
Who wrote it?
I'm just going to turn this table on just a little bit.
I have watched Penny Dreadful. That's a great show.
Do you know, ladies, do you know who wrote Frankenstein, the novel Frankenstein? I'm going to take that.
Yeah.
I don't know if she beat you on the internet, but Mary Shelley, it was.
And Mary Shelley's are just coming through now as well on the
It's a
internet.
wizard.
You're a wizard.
Everyone's really disappointed that Cooper took him off his gonzo outfit.
That
Yeah.
was such a hazard. So was Dave, so was I really, but
We learned a lesson this morning about what you can make candy in, so I've gone to cape, which I quite like. No one wears capes anymore, but it's
live
quite...
on YouTube.
I have a cape at home, like an actual cape, a fashion cape.
Fashion cape.
Fashion.
A fashion. This is not a fashion cape. This is a fancy dress, $2 at the $2 shop cape. But I really like it.
Cape.
Kind of makes me
You should wear it all the
I
time.
feel maybe I should. I feel
You
very
should get like a
sophisticated.
bespoke one. We got one made just for you. Fitted.
It's good. It'd have to be black though.
Lauren
It's not
says
gonna
that she just read Frankenstein and it was not an easy read. I like it.
It's not an easy
It's
read.
not
The
an
language
easy
is
read, yeah.
the language is dated, obviously.
Oh, about Frankenstein. Did you know there's 2 versions of Frankenstein?
Vanellope here from TikTok. Oh, she's taken an Amy Winehouse hair
I'm
off.
not on TV.
Where's your Amy Winehouse hair?
It's on its mannequin. But there's 2 versions of Frankenstein. There's Mary Shelley's version, and then there's Percy Shelley's rewrites, which uses a lot more complex language because he's annoying.
Everyone's saying
There you
that
go. Percy Shelley
that
rewrote it.
capes should come back in fashion.
Yes.
Yes, just start wearing them, guys, and they will be back in fashion.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it a thing. Because look, you can do all sorts of cool, and then you can like
You can
sweep
reveal
it.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool, nice.
People said the animal print would never come back in, but look at it now. It's
All
everywhere.
right. So our candy, I don't know if you can see this, but our candy is actually cooled from a liquid to, it's a little bit rubbery almost in consistency. It's a bit hard to describe. It's not sticky at all. It's kind of rubbery. It's still incredibly hot. All the way through this process, our candy will stay at about 85, 90 degrees Celsius, which I think is about 190 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to move you now. So don't get disconcerted.
No,
Come
do
with me.
disconcerted.
Get discombobulated
It's
all you like.
Halloween.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Hi guys! Happy fake Halloween, happy goth Christmas,
Oh,
or
but
fake goth
you
Christmas.
get caught on things.
Alright, where
Number
are
one
we?
concern is getting caught on things.
It's really kind of reserved for vampires and superheroes, but maybe I can bring it back.
I reckon you can revive it, Dave.
Yeah,
Use your cult.
it does. It looks cool. I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
Need a bit more of
I also
the
quite
table.
like the blood around the mouth too.
You happy
Yeah,
with that?
that was good.
Okay. So Cooper, you're in charge, man. You're in charge.
Is that what you reckon?
Yep.
Okay. What should I do? I don't need much for that darker line.
Will we be doing Jax the Skellington? Oh, yeah.
Let's make that mix.
I reckon we will.
Okay.
So I'm going to use that. It's going to make. Where's my little drone over here?
Why do
Eyebrow
vampires
inside his
need
ear.
cold medicine? For their coffin?
So are you happy
Stretch all of
with
that.
a little bit more? Or are you...
No, yeah,
Got a
that
little bit
joke,
more. I'd
that
rather
joke
have
really
more.
wasn't
I don't have
cringe.
to worry about it too much later.
I was really hoping Cooper's costume was going to switch from Jericho Blade. The Jericho and Blade.
Jericho, can you just put it up just a little bit, Bill? Yeah, that makes me feel better.
Gotta get the table in for everyone. They don't want to see you, Dave.
On the table? You can see the table. This is called satinizing what I'm doing now. I'm taking this, what was this dark clear green, quite beautiful green, but I want it to be a really kind of opaque satin green.
If I'm standing in the shop watching you make candy, it's the kitchen to the left or right as I'm facing you. The right.
The right.
The right.
Pictures that way.
Everyone's saying they googled the place in Minnesota and they can't find why.
Dave's going to jump in the old hook.
Only a sec.
It's
You're
a
up.
very pretty green colour.
Thank you, Dave. So we only need the inside of his eyes.
The next
and
platform
bottom
after
of
this
that.
one will be TikTok.
TikTok,
TikTok.
TikTok,
Did someone say TikTok?
TikTok!
TikTok.
Alright, that's it. Shiny. There we go.
Do you guys use special gloves to make the candy in?
They're not particularly special.
They're actually pretty cheap, our gloves. We use polycotton knit inners with powder-free vinyl over the top.
Alright, I have a joke.
Thank you, Dave. So if you want to build his hair and sort of
Why
starting,
do vampires
There
chew
it is, the-
gum?
Like-
Guys,
Yep,
why
so
do
here.
vampires chew
just
gum?
like one little head scarf, I'd put it right in the middle. Okay.
Why
And
do
that's, I can use all of this
vampires
for that?
chew gum?
Yeah.
Why do vampires chew gum?
Because they have bat breath.
Because they have bat breath.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I know. A couple of people are asking, is my house decorated like this all year round? Pretty much. Like really, pretty much.
So if I do that, okay, I know what I'm doing.
Cooper
I know
said
what
to
I'm
me
doing.
this morning when I came in, he said, you don't look like you dressed up, Lily. You just dress like that all the time.
Yeah, literally outside of Patisserie. She bumped into me when I was waiting for coffee.
Oh, I passed you. I didn't think you looked like you were dressed up either.
Yeah, I didn't think I thought it was pretty
I am
casual.
dressed up.
You're carrying your jacket, that's all that was different.
I should go small on that.
Here's my answer. Minnesota, Anoka. Am I pronouncing it right? Is it Anoka? I don't know. Calls itself the Halloween capital of the world as it's one of the first cities in the United States to put on a Halloween celebration.
There you go.
There we go.
One of the
I was
like
thought
they
it'd be
do it
something
before
like
the other
Salem or
places.
something.
Salem, that was the witches, wasn't it?
Yeah. See, that seems pretty Halloween for that.
Shall I read out a question? I've got a horror movie question. Tony Todd, who is an actor, is known for playing what character in this horror trilogy?
What's his name again?
Tony Todd, he's an actor, is known for playing what character in this horror trilogy? It's a
Are you going
harder
to tell
one.
us the horror trilogy?
No, because that'll tell you the name.
That's there. She's looking for us. Name of the whole.
There we go. People are in. Candyman.
Oh, the Candyman.
Yeah.
Nice, and that's candy related too, though.
Yeah, it is. And Candyman's one of my favourite horror movies as
So
well.
clever little.
What's the thing in Candyman? Don't say his name 3 times or something?
Yeah, don't say Candyman 3 times in the mirror. Or he'll
Is that
come
from
for you.
Candyman?
Yeah.
My word.
Yeah.
The things you learn in come to work.
Candyman. Candyman. Yeah, it's gonna come for you.
That'd be a really funny Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Candyman.
Why don't skeletons ever go trick-or-treating? Because they have nobody to go with.
Because they don't have the guts, was the joke I always heard. Haven't got the guts.
Everyone's saying they love the Candyman movie. I love it. It's such a good movie.
Alright, so that's the scar. Now, you want me to do his hair? This is all mine?
Yeah, I'd separate that with a little bit of green. Over here.
What do you mean?
So I have a sheet on top so the hair doesn't bleed into the stitching.
Oh, no.
Yeah. See? Yeah,
Wow, Christmas and Halloween in the same weekend. It's true. We've gone wild on the holidays this
I
weekend.
thought of Easter.
see? It would be really funny if we made a Christmas.
Do you think
live.
Australia's only one day ahead of the rest of the world, man? We're living in the future.
We're
here.
in the
We are
future.
December 25.
What do you get when you cross a vampire with a snowman?
Frostbite.
Yep, it's true.
Come on, mate. Keep up.
You know, I have to read these jokes out, Dave, because I did see a thing on Sticky Friends of people actually working on Halloween jokes just for you, Dave.
Just for me.
They were working on them.
What
so,
a bunch
like,
of
you know.
sweethearts they are.
Freaks, a lot of them.
Yes, Candyman is the one where the bees come out of his mouth.
The dogs, when they bark, they shoot bees out of their mouths.
What makes trick-or-treating with twin witches so challenging? You never know which witch is which.
Ouch. Right from the thought
Can I grab a
process.
sponge
Here we go.
from you there, Creeper?
Yes.
What are we making? So this is a toffee apple flavor. It's going to have Frankenstein's monster in the middle.
Frankenstein's monster put together from the spare parts of people.
I don't think they were scared so much as stolen.
Well, he dug the people up, didn't he? Or
Who they scared then? Who just take the polo?
Everyone's telling me more about Minnesota, about Anoka in Minnesota. People apparently were causing trouble with tricks and they discouraged it. It's one of the first places to discourage like the trick part of trick-and-treating.
interesting.
I mean, a lot about
What's
Minnesota
a monster's favorite dessert?
Minnesota, eh?
What's a monster's favorite dessert?
Ice
Ice cream!
cream.
Yep.
Yes.
Shocking.
That is shocking.
Alright, I'll give you a trivia one.
No.
So who wrote the poem
Give it.
The Raven?
Oh, I know the answer to this
Yeah,
one.
I think this one's an easy one.
Quote
Come
the
on, guys.
Raven, nevermore.
Nevermore.
Nevermore. Nevermore. Made famous, of course, by The Simpsons,
Obvious.
like most things.
Who else would make something like that? Smash
I'll
it.
do
Everyone's
that.
giving, yep, there we go. Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe. I think it was actually considered quite scary in its day. It's hard to think of a poem as scary these days. I'm so used to such visual storytelling. So if I do that, and then I do that,
Oof, the Raven, nevermore.
quote the Raven, nevermore. So
So awesome.
how many are you going? That's your width, is it?
Yep. I'll come. Well, when I meet
Coming
you, I'll
along
be
great. I can see, from what I can see, they've done the hairline. Cooper's made the eyes already, which is looking pretty awesome. It's coming together.
Is this for the bolts?
Bolts.
Lots of people are sad because they won't be trick-or-treating because of COVID. I know.
Just stretch the green.
But
Yeah,
you can
sweet,
just
come
buy
on.
a whole load of candy and zoom it. Still, I reckon people should still dress up their house. It's still like getting the spirit of it, even if you can't knock on the door. Yes, Lauren. Lauren, Cooper is going to agree with you on this, and I most certainly agree. The Halloween Simpson episodes are the best.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, they're really good.
You are a bit of a Simpsons addict, aren't you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Me too.
So
I
funny.
love The Simpsons. Where do ghosts buy their Halloween candy from? The Ghostery store! Yep. That joke was almost made like 10 times better by Cooper's vomiting noise. Alright. Should I give another question?
Yeah, please. Please,
What
please,
do you
please.
call a ghost that moves things around in your house?
You and Neil's got one in the young ones?
Neil's got one of these.
Yeah. One of the ghosts.
Ghost.
What kind of ghost?
Pop.
What kind of ghost? What's the name for the kind of ghost that moves stuff around in your house?
Does it start with B?
With what?
B?
It does? Yay! Everyone's coming with a poltergeist! Yes. Correct. Someone in all caps has said some. Yep.
We can always look
What's
for
going
it.
on?
someone in all caps has said.
I think there's a lady in here, Catherine, that's trying to draw some attention to 9/11.
Yeah, look, and it's worth remembering. Today in the United States, we do it backwards. We say 11/9, the 11th of September, but it is 9/11, a day that kind of lives on for all of us. The world did change that day. I think we all realised something about the world that we didn't know before, so it's worth remembering. When I look at the level of death and destruction in the world today, they seem like innocent times. But yeah, remembering everybody who, not just those who lost their lives in 9/11, but the first responders and the people who went into the World Trade Center. Gutsy folk. It doesn't have to be very big, so I think I might do that. If I do that.
Can I describe what parts they are making? I sure can. So, we have a look here. That is right there, the head. And this part here I'm thinking is the mouth, am I right? So the little white bits of the teeth.
This is the mouth?
Yeah, that he's flipping over. And then if I go up here, I'm pretty sure that is a scar. So you've got the little lines. And then
Cooper's
Cooper
got
on the
the
other end
eyes.
has the eyes. And it looks like he's got
Big caveman
yeah,
eyebrow
big caveman eyebrow
thing going on.
And then I think he's about to start working on the bolts with the black bit that he has there.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that's no, not quite so much like that. Now, it's kind of nice when you just get given a job when someone tells you just do that bit.
Well, I'm glad you did take the mouth in your hands. It was kind of focusing.
Okay, so that's the mouth. You've got, what have you got?
A bowl.
Why couldn't the witch and the scarecrow have a baby? The scarecrow had a Halloweenie.
The scarecrow have a Halloweenie. So I can
There we
be
go.
1, 2, and under the eyes. Or have you got something under the eye? Where are the eyes?
Eyes are here. So they're going to go. That's the little.
Alright, I'm going to do a classic one. Which film
Just a little
has,
thin
what's
strip
the
on
name
the
of the
side, I think
film?
that would be
So
good
what
there.
is the name of the film that has 3 sister witches trying to steal children's souls to remain young?
Also a Simpsons episode.
It is also a Simpsons episode. What's the name of the film that has 3 sister witches trying to steal children's souls to remain young?
I know nothing about horror.
Hocus Pocus! It's a Disney movie, Dave. Not even a horror
Disney.
movie. Hocus Pocus!
So
Also a great song by folk.
I think we're going to need a little bit more for the neck.
So,
Because honestly,
a couple of people are
I reckon we could
asking, is
almost do the
Dave
box
now
straight
not
off
allowed
like
to
side
do
of the
eyes in any lolly?
No, this is just how it worked out. I'd be more than happy to let
funny.
Dave do the eyes here.
guys, it's so
Yeah, it
funny.
is funny. We haven't let him make any eyes of a life.
It's just
have we?
circumstantial though,
Yeah.
isn't it? Well, I honestly thought that the part Dave did would be harder, that's why I made Dave do it. Because he kind of knows what he's doing, contrary to popular belief sometimes.
So that one.
Hocus Pocus is such a classic. I watch Hocus Pocus all year round.
Can I just, and this is to everyone, I learned this yesterday, to everyone who likes giving me crap, and you've learned that from these guys, but you don't know what that means, look it up. So,
There's a Jen here that does Paul McClay,
This
and
is
she uses
for
a lot of the same
the divide
techniques
under
to make her shapes like the
so the
candy.
eyes,
So that covers the bottom of his eyes, yeah?
and then so what's this?
That's his forehead. So that'll stitch will sit on top of that,
Okay, and so,
and then hair will sit on top of that, and that's top of his head done.
Everyone's saying, I love you, Dave. I love you too. I love you, Dave.
yeah, really, honestly, man, such an outpouring of support for all of us, crazy weirdos. So, okay, so,
So that'll separate the bottom of his eyes from his mouth.
okay, will you do that? Okay, his mouth goes that way. So, yeah, mouth goes that
It's
way.
gonna be so great. So it looks like now they've built all their little pieces and they're stacking it together, kind of like a tower to build it all. So they're putting the face together now.
We might need
So
a
if that goes there.
tiny little bit of green when we're done. We just mix it together to make his ears.
Is Cooper always grumpy? 10%.
Says miss 2 out of 10.
Yep, 10%, 2 out of 10. Cooper's not grumpy. So funny.
So you got the Tommy's head.
That's the top.
So that's going to go.
Don't drop the eyes! Don't drop the eyes!
Don't drop the eyes.
So what material?
Do I won't. You don't own me. I'll
What's
drop the
the
eyes.
table you're working on now? What is it?
Be a little bit like this, a little bit like this. What is it? It's hot, man. The whole
bloody
reason I am no
awful.
longer dressed as Willy Wonka.
Thank you, Dave. So that on there, we are going to need a little bit of extra green.
But his neck.
Well, we're going to have to cover the bottom of his chin at least. And I reckon we don't worry about it. I reckon we just make this. Like this.
Just stick it on.
And
So
make
you
it
just need a
ear.
little bit under his arm.
Yeah,
Right?
just cover under there. And then if we make an ear as well, to get enough to just cover some of the top of that.
We should do a Willy Wonka mix.
There's a lot of mixes we should do.
So many things we could do. So little time.
If only we had the time.
Alright, I'm going to ask a question. Which Stephen King movie adaptation did the writer dislike? So it was an adaptation of a Stephen King novel,
And
and he
actually, a
himself,
great film, a Stanley
Yeah.
Kubrick film.
he disliked it. It was not the way he envisioned his novel.
Did you see?
on
Did
the
you
big
see him
screen.
make an appearance in it and
I
talk
did.
about? He kind of made fun of himself.
Yeah, he's great. Yep, and everyone's in with The Shining.
I always
straight
really
away,
liked Stephen
which is
King.
correct.
Terrible endings. Could never get an ending.
Dave should dress up as Santa Claus for Christmas.
If I dress up as Australian Santa and I can wear shorts and
I'm
a,
going to start
and a
flattening them
singlet.
up.
Are you guys going to leave the Halloween decorations up right up until October 31st? This guy won't let me.
I was going to
They'd
say,
be gone. They'd be gone really
I think
soon.
it's awesome, but it's so hard to get around the shop.
What are you talking about? It's not my thing.
So you want a little bit of this for under his mouth.
Just a little flat strip, yeah.
And did you want
And
some
then
more?
a bit of a curve just to go over here, make like a C shape so you can double it up.
How about I do that?
This is for under his mouth. You try to do it right.
Welcome to Steve.
Everyone's saying they love the decorations, they love The Shining. Is Dave going to wear a singlet for Santa?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I
Aussie
should.
Santa.
Aussie Santa, mate. Stubby holder.
Hocus Pocus 2, I don't know. Is it really happening? If it is, are they going to ruin it? Because they do ruin a lot of movies when they revisit them.
Hey, Dad. one of
Top
the-
Gun 2, man. Top Gun 2. It's coming. It's coming.
Dad,
Come on,
what-
Tom. Yes, my love.
One of the things I got Canada was a stubby holder.
A Canadian stubby holder.
Amazing.
I don't think your beer gets hot in Canada, does it? You could probably leave it outside and it'd be colder than when you put it out.
And then the top pump. It's only top. You got the good one.
Okay, so
Alright,
if I do,
so I'll go with another question. Which film is the only horror movie to win an Oscar for Best Picture?
Oh, do I know it?
I don't know. Don't say it out loud yet. The only horror movie that's won an Oscar for Best Picture.
I think I know it.
Keep yourself,
they're
Annabelle.
going to sit right down the bottom now.
Yeah, I reckon.
Do we have any holidays between now and Halloween? No.
In Australia.
In Australia. Well, no,
no.
well, it's not even Halloween yet, really.
Yeah, miles away.
No, I think they're referring to do we have Thanksgiving, which we do not.
We don't do Thanksgiving. That's a very American
Very
thing.
American.
Americans always get surprised when they don't find out Thanksgiving's not a universal
Based
thing.
on an American event.
So I've got a couple of answers
like-
here
I feel like Americans
for
have Australia
the
Day.
horror movie to win an Oscar for Best Picture, and it is Silence of the Lambs.
Really, that won an Oscar.
Did
I thought it was Parasite.
Silence
That
of
won
the Lambs.
everything, actually.
Yeah, that's
But it's not a horror movie.
It's a thriller. It's a
Yeah.
great film, Silence of the Lambs. Jodie Foster. That's when she became a real thing. So what I'm thinking I just put a little bit between.
I
these
know
two.
it's the
Yeah.
same actresses in Hocus Pocus too, but that doesn't mean it's going to be good. We have to wait and see.
So that's just to round out the sides.
I think that's just to go here. Then I'm going to put these two. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That looks about right. Maybe a little bit slimmer.
Oh, we have the. I've been told we have the Queen's birthday on the 4th of October.
Do we?
Queen's birthday.
Is it really a holiday though, or is it?
It's not like a holiday, it's just a day
I
off.
was about to say, is it an excuse for everyone to have a day off? But I do believe I'll be working.
It's the Queen, man. The Queen.
We
How
saw
can
it.
there be a Queen? It just doesn't make sense. So if that went like that,
Straight along the bottom.
I mean, that went on one side.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're straight along the bottom edge here, like that.
Yeah, that's righty.
Beautiful. Fun.
And then I did the
Make it
same on
happen.
this side, like this.
When you stick it on, can you hold it up for the lovely people? They wanna
Hell
see how
yes,
it's
we
coming
can.
along.
Of course we can.
In Alaska, they have Alaska Day on October 18th.
Alaska Day. What do you do for Alaska Day? You get out there with your sled dogs and your...
Fun fact: Thanksgiving was originally in early October near the autumn equinox before Abraham Lincoln changed it in the 1800s. Is that true? I wouldn't know, but I'll believe you.
We'll believe anything you say at this point.
Except the Clamato juice.
Except the Clamato juice is drinkable.
Ever since the pickle thing happened, I put pickles on my sandwich every day now. So good.
Yucky.
People are getting... We've banned pickle comments, pickle posts from the Sticky Friends group.
Kathy's cats are
People
named
get so
after
butthurt.
Silence of the Lambs. She has a Clarice, Hannibal, and Adelina.
Hannibal's a great name for it.
That is a great name for a cat.
So... a
Here,
dome-
Hannibal. Here,
oh,
Hannibal.
Small dome for the bottom.
A dome for the bottom.
See, this is why
Yeah, pickle sandwiches are awesome.
this is
Pickle
why we
sandwiches
keep
for
Dave
days.
around. He says it's my lolly, and he's basically
Are
done
there
all-
any
Oh,
holidays
so convenient.
specific to Australia? Australia Day?
Australia Day.
Australia Day?
I think that's about it, because Anzac Day we share with New Zealand.
Yeah, and the Queen's birthday we do share with, all of those
The
Queen
Commonwealth.
governed
Australia Day.
countries.
Yeah, I mean...
I still reckon the Australia Day May 8th thing is awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
He actually looks pretty
Mate.
cool. We'll see.
Let's see how we go.
No, and this is quite important to me. I think 26th of January is the perfect Australia Day. It's a day for us to celebrate
I think
and
we
to
should
feel
move it.
miserable.
I'm
If
going
we
with
move
that.
it, we will stop having our annual conversation about the things that have gone wrong in the past.
No, that's not true because people don't have that conversation.
Oh, we do every year. It's huge.
I feel like you should have 26th as the day for that, and then May 8th as another day
Yeah,
off.
because
Surely-
it's important.
Surely we are mature enough to have a day where we embrace not just the wonderful things about Australia, but also
The really horrible things.
I think it's really important.
I don't know.
That's my two
Yeah,
cents.
that's
I think if people are hurt by the day, then there's no harm in changing it. If people are telling you that it
then-
causes them pain, then change it.
And then we just get rid of anything that might make us think about things that we don't want to think about.
No, we think about it on another day.
I think about it on the 26th and have the day off, and party on May
It's
8th.
just having all these days off. Okay, so the two side bits. We are so close to being finished now. Coop's going to hold this up in a sec, or I might.
People are
probably make
wondering
some-
why
Yeah.
you didn't dress up as Frankenfooter from Rocky Horror.
Because we were in the shop quite concerned about having to work with that all day.
Out of respect for my workmates, to be perfectly honest. Oh, look, there's Rachel. The real boss has just arrived. Can I
Oh
just
no, I
say?
better pretend I'm doing some work. Hold on, let me shuffle some paper.
She doesn't get seen a lot. But she does all the really awful work. All the great work that actually makes it all work.
Shall I read out another question? Let me pick one.
Do you want to give that to me and I'll hold it up and
Yep.
see if I can get it
Yeah.
down?
What horror movie features a serial killer wearing a mask inspired by Edward Munch's painting?
Oh, the screen.
Oh, you just said it.
I thought I was talking about the painting. Is the movie called the same thing, is it?
Oh, kind of.
So, let's just see. I'm going to hold this up. We have been trying, I don't know if you've been watching or you've missed us or you've just joined, we're trying to do Frankenstein's monster. in the middle of a lolly for Halloween, for our Halloween mix. Classic story of... I don't know, can you see? It looks a bit odd there. I don't know. We'll see how we go.
It is Scream, everyone asking. The name of the movie is Scream.
Oh, because the face... Sorry, I didn't mean to give that away. I was talking about the painting, but of course that's why. I never made that connection before. How are you guys today?
Someone is
Not too bad, man. Not
asking
too bad
what
at
was
all.
the answer to the question prior to that, which was the best picture, and it was Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs.
In Canada, the moose is celebrated.
You have
They
Moose
celebrate-
Day?
Yeah, they
Puts
have a
the
moose
lotion
day.
on
That
its
is
skin.
awesome.
They have a moose day.
If
What do
you
you
were
do on-
Canada, of course you'd have a moose day.
What do you do on
wouldn't
Moose Day?
I would have thought all days were moose day. How do you celebrate moose in Canada? Do you go out there and feed the moose, or do you... I did see a video the other day of someone, there was one in the wild, and it was huge.
They're so much bigger than I thought they were.
So big.
I thought they'd be like the size of like a deer or something.
In America, we have an I Love Lucy Day on October 15th. Is that true?
You know, every time I look up and see myself in a cape, I go, that's so cool. Sorry. And I Love Lucy Day.
Lucy Day on October 15th. Is that true? Is that really true?
What it is, Lucille Ball was such an icon.
Oh yeah, the mooses eat all the pumpkins people have outside for Halloween, Cooper.
That's sick.
And they also have a hockey day in Minnesota.
People leave pumpkins out for the moose.
Yeah, but people are saying that they're mean.
Nice
they're
group
not.
of
They're
people
not
you
like
meet.
you know. The mooses are mean. Are they? Or they
Maybe
just-
that's why Canadians are so nice, because the moose are so
I'm
mean.
afraid of the moose.
They're huge and mean, is what people are saying. And
You
someone
guys can come in if you want. You'll be able to try some candy in
Wendy's
a
just
minute.
said, "Oh my God, we do not have a moose day." Well, I don't know. I'm just going off what the internet people are telling me.
The
I
internet
am a
knows lots
gullible.
of crazy things.
See, Australians are terribly gullible. If someone tells us something like that on the internet, we will believe it.
We do the same thing to everyone else. Well, all's fair, isn't it?
It's like our Wombat Day.
But they are telling me that that it is true about the I Love Lucy Day.
No, you can really throw them by telling them about the Emu Award that we lost.
Moose are aggressive.
I love the cake.
Mooses, Cooper, mooses are aggressive. They will push over a tree to get to you if you climb up one.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Imagine getting smashed by a moose of all things. Like a bear maybe, but a moose?
Of all the ways you could go, though, it's like it's a good story.
Tall enough? Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
you
a
get to
lot
tell
of
us,
there's
but-
a lot of what? We don't have a moose day, guys. No, we don't have one. That's disappointing.
I'm now disappointed.
I'm
I think
disappointed,
I'm going to get onto the Sticky Friends, and maybe we can start a Canadian Moose Day, because it's such a good idea. Maybe just no one's ever thought of it before.
If you start starting holidays, Dave, that really finalises the cult thing though. Tall enough?
Yeah, it's perfect, Cooper.
I mean, a little bit
And there's a
taller.
museum. We just went to the Lucy Museum last Saturday. Is this true? I'm gonna have to Google
moose-
it.
I would believe in the Lucy Museum. If there's a Dolly Parton world,
I really
God,
want to
is
go
that
to
thing?
Dolly Parton World.
Yeah.
Like I really want to go to Dolly Parton World.
I
That'd
think
be so
Dolly
fun.
Parton owns it. Does she own it?
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you wouldn't. If you were Dolly Parton, as if you wouldn't own your own museum.
Are you leaving, Rach? I didn't even get to say hello.
That was fleeting. It was fleeting.
So this is the
That
last
is
step.
terrifying, Pop.
This is the boss. This is Rachel. She's not 20 years younger than me, but she does look it. She's not.
She's not. Dave just looks 20 years older.
We've
than
wrapped
he
this
is.
up. We're going to turn into little lollies now. What do you think, Kate, Rach?
Yeah, I told you to bring those in. They're great.
Big now.
Everyone's talking about Dollywood.
Dollywood. Is that what it's
This
called?
one turns on for you, right? This is so cool. Oh, I don't like it. She's scary. So amazing. Everyone's saying, hey, Rachel.
Have you got sticky tape holding that on?
Yeah.
It doesn't stay up on us. We taped it to my hat.
She'll turn on.
It's Lily's wardrobe.
Turn around, Cooper. See, this is the high production values you get when you come to Sticky. Look at that. He's got sticky tape holding his cape on.
Nothing but the best. We couldn't even
What's your
use the
story?
cheap
Where are you
tape.
from? Okay. Newtown.
Everyone loves the witch's laugh.
Dolly
Everyone loves what?
The laugh.
Oh
Nice
yeah.
to be in the rocks with no people around, huh? It's spooky. It's terrible stuff.
There are a couple of people saying they're here for their favourite part. This isn't all the stuff I
We're
got.
doing pretty well, but no customers. We've just gone really hard on social.
Just keep it up all year.
So we're live streaming on YouTube at the moment, but we do a lot of
Halloween every day.
Facebook, a lot of TikTok,
God, could you imagine?
Instagram.
I swear it's 40 degrees hotter in here than everything in here.
Which we never really
Yeah,
did
it's
before.
all
but
like-
since Corona.
I don't know how
But
you
it's paid
do
off. We're busy.
fully dressed though.
We're busy. We've gone kind of international. Hence the Halloween.
You'll have
Mate, we sell
do a
out
round trip.
in 20 minutes every week.
No. See ya.
We've gone quite tall.
I think it's alright. You
Looks
kind of look
great.
like a lurch.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They also call mooses swamp donkeys in Canada.
No way.
I don't believe that. This person's having me on.
A swamp donkey's something else.
From now on, Lil,
I
don't
think
believe
that's
a word
something-
they say.
I
Don't
think
believe a
this
single
one
word they
donkey's something else that I shouldn't be reading out loud on the internet.
Moose can swim.
Yeah.
Cooper, are you happy with how it came out?
Yeah.
It's
alright.
Toffee apple for everyone asking. And before you ask, I will take you down the other end shortly to see
I think it's alright.
what Dee's doing. Just be a bit patient. We'll hang out here for a while. Who am I dressed up as? I'm still dressed up. I am
Veruca
Rosemary
Salt.
from Rosemary's Baby. I could be Veruca Salt. I want it now.
What was the other one?
I could be Sabrina,
That's the one.
but
If
it
you hang
was
around just
with
another minute, I'll
intention
put
of
some up for
Rosemary
you.
from Rosemary's Baby, which will bring me to a Rosemary's Baby question.
Oh wow,
What
it's like you
is
scripted this.
the name of the apartment building Guy and Rosemary move into in Rosemary's Baby? What is the apartment building that Guy and Rosemary move into in Rosemary's Baby?
How are you guys? Not too badly. Have I? It's Oompa Loompa blood. I have been feeding this morning.
A couple of people are saying that it's totally true. It totally is a swamp donkey. I still don't believe them.
Yeah, nah. You ruined it, internet.
Having me on.
We don't trust you anymore. Has there ever been a swamp donkey war? There was an emu war.
They've all gone deadly quiet with my question. I think everyone's Googling.
Yeah, you can't Google it, it's cheating.
What's Rosemary's Baby? I've never heard of that. It's a horror movie from like the 70s.
Pull your big one, Cooper.
Oh yeah?
Maybe even the 60s. I think
Yeah, put it
70s.
right up for this one.
It is the OG. It's one of the OG horror movies. Well, not exactly.
I was gonna say, it's not later than like Griffiths and the Thing from Another World.
Yeah, it has Mia Farrow in it. She's awesome. It's not the Dakota.
Toffee apple flavour.
I'll give you a clue. It's the name is chosen in honor of Bram Stoker, the creator of Dracula. There's a clue.
I'll show you in a second.
My question's too hard.
Even I know the answer.
Do you really?
Yeah.
When is the next possible batch of Kahlua? It's funny you should say that, because this mix is going to have a Kahlua in it.
Choc. I think we need to do choc fields this weekend. This week.
Well, not this weekend, but this week.
Thursday. I'm going to do it on Thursday, choc field day.
Yeah, we'll catch up on orders on Wednesday.
So I'll read the question one more time before I give the answer. What is the name of the apartment building that Guy and Rosemary move into in the movie Rosemary's Baby?
One
Or the
more,
book?
Cooper, and I'll
Or the
cut
book
some of
Rosemary's
it.
Baby, rather?
Third.
Oh, I'm going to give it to Tracy. It's the Brantford. In honor of Bram Stoker. The Brantford.
The
Yep.
old brand's truck up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm really
Comforting is
liking?
Sultana brand in the morning.
Why don't people wear capes anymore? Have you seen? Yeah, I was going to say The Incredibles. Incredibles. I mean, like, it's superheroes, sure.
Not kids.
When you go out on a Friday night,
Cooper, you're full of it. You don't know.
Go
I
in
don't know
the
what that's in
cupboard,
relation
get the
to, but
Me
yeah.
saying I didn't know the answer to the last
Yeah.
I did know the answer to the last question. I
I
knew
should
it.
try and bring it back.
I answered it about
Thank you.
9:30
I
this
will.
morning when I went to work.
I can't believe that if you didn't walk into the establishment or something, you wouldn't be turning heads. You can't tell me people wouldn't notice you.
Lisa has an 8-foot tall inflatable bat for Halloween.
I'm
That's
gonna cut
so
that up,
awesome.
Phil.
I'm gonna move you down. And it's a spooky day, so do get discombobulated. Do get disconcerted. Woo! Alright, let's go down. This is my best friend. She's really cool. We're BFFs.
Can you reach those?
Yeah. Can I reach?
This cape is awesome. Check it out. I think it's cool. Look like a, yeah.
Not all heroes wear capes.
This one does.
Are you
It's
a hero?
got two
Lulu?
thumbs
Are
and
you
wears a cape. This guy.
are you happy with that?
So happy. That's cool. Oh, how are you, YouTube? How are everybody? I'm going to cut some up so we can see how we went with our Frankenstein's monster.
Moose are one of the dangerous animals on the planet.
Hippos, I heard, are one of the most dangerous.
Hippos
but
are way out there.
Yeah, hippos are bad news now. All right. So you can see what I'm doing. There you go. Just going to cut some up. Oh, cake, man. I can't stop looking at myself in the cake.
Has anyone ever rolled a lolly off the table?
Like this?
Funny you should say that, because Dave rolled some eyes off the table last week.
Yeah,
You can see
yeah.
videos everywhere.
There's some videos online if you want to look it up.
Bad.
All right, so they're my little ones. Let me have a look. He's pretty cute. I don't get his teeth, but he's pretty cool. So you won't be able to see those. I'll hold those up and show you. But I'll cut some bigger ones.
Pretty rad. Someone's saying bring my BFF when I buy the drinks. Oh, I don't want to bring my BFF and my husband.
All right, so these, so you can see them. These are my little ones. Where they're little, but a bit hard to see. So I cut some bigger ones up, and there you go. Ooh, get the light. I'll get a proper picture. No, that one's not great to
Does
see. Here, this
Cooper
one.
make anything out of the end pieces like us, Dave?
Nah, that's just for the pros.
And you can see he's got a head and then his eyes and mouth and little spots on his head. Frankenstein's monster to go with our pumpkin. I think that turned out pretty good, Cooper. Did I get his hair backwards?
He looks like a dead split for Lil's and mine.
I like your eyes. That's not too bad. Thought about Halloween mix. Be on sale next weekend. And here you go. Would you guys like to try one? Put your hands like this so you don't drop them, because I can't go anywhere near your hands.
Great monster, they love it, he's adorable.
Oh, don't worry about that one. You can.
Dave, did you know you put something on your face?
It's Oompa Loompa blood. I have been feeding this morning. I am the Count Willy Wonka.
Sarah wants you to
Candyman to
know,
the undead.
Sarah wants you to know, Dave, that Kanye is a legit on a presidential ballot in some states.
Kanye, go Kanye. Sorry? Yeah, he's not too bad. I quite like him. It's really... Yes, it's sculpted in 3 dimensions using different colour bits of candy. You can kind of see... You can see each of the elements that are built individually, and then so what you're seeing then is a 2-dimensional slice through a 3-dimensional object. How is everybody? Hey Kisa, hey Small Change. Dave, where is your hair? You left it in your hat. It was just too hot to do the Willy Wonka thing. I really enjoyed it this morning, but too hot.
I'm going to ask a hard question. A really, really, really hard one.
What do you mean, actually, where is my hair? I don't have any. This is it.
Yeah, it's shiny. Alright, so, trivia.
This is it.
In the
This is as good as I look, ever.
In the original Alien film, how many alien eggs were made with an egg chamber inside the downed spacecraft? That is a hard one.
That is so specific. In
And
the
it's
original
so hard.
Alien film,
But I was hoping there was some horror and thriller
Real
and sci-fi
buffs.
nerds like me out there. But maybe not.
I actually don't like horror movies.
Kate,
I get
What's wrong with you?
so sorry, how many eggs
How
were
many
made?
eggs were made for the egg chamber inside the downed spacecraft in the original Alien film?
I'm going to pluck a number out of my bum and say 93.
Nope.
Higher or lower?
Higher?
Higher?
Sarah, you're way off the 3.
140. Because it's a whole room of eggs, I know.
Heaps of them.
Cooper's got a stiff one, I think.
DM Home is close.
A million from Geezer. 19, 125, 599, 116. 140.
You're close, but no.
Close, but no. Well, I've got to get the exact number.
137.
Nope.
Everybody, you can't, that's just guessing a number.
I know. I'll just let you all know. I'll let you all know.
Just
You
tell us,
can
Bill.
Google it. I mean, come on. Do some cheating, guys.
You can just tell us, Phil, how many?
130 eggs.
816. Oops.
No, 130
Oops, Diana is my name. Hi, Diana. How are you?
130 eggs. Oh my god, it's a puppy!
Well, it's been here for a while.
So cute! What's puppy's name? Chestnut?
What kind of, is it a French Bulldog and something? What is it? Pug. Oh, a puggle.
A puggle. Juggle.
A jug. A juggle. A jug. Okay. Pug and Jack Russell. Pretty
I
cute.
want it.
Oh, I'm good. I've talked to you before, Dave. Oh, Diane. Hey. Yeah. I think we have. Once or twice. It's hard with YouTube and with Insta too. People are so anonymous, really. One of the nice things about Facebook. My mum just got a puppy. I'm so allergic. Oh, looks like she's going to have to get you to move out.
Clever mum.
Yeah. That's a great
Everyone,
idea.
everyone wants to see the puppy. Oh, I'm
That's
sorry,
all I need
guys.
to do is find out what Annabelle's allergic to and get one of those.
I can't bring the dog in the shop, I'm sorry.
I mean, you can
Now
set up
that
a
she's
workplace
18.
at home, Dave.
Set up a what?
You can set up a workplace at home. She's allergic to work.
She's allergic to work.
Yeah, there's someone.
She packed a bag then. I saw that about 10 minutes ago. I saw it.
We got the
My son has autism. I missed that. Sorry. Lily is like squirrel.
Squirrel!
Squirrel.
Squirrel!
You're lucky there's no people don't take their cats out. If someone walked in here with a cat,
On your god. Go!
squirrel.
The answer was 130 for that last one.
If you-
130.
If you've just joined us, can I show you? I'll just show you once more what we're making. We're making little Frankenstein's monster lollies for a Halloween mix. This is him. I don't know if you can see. I'll try and get a good photo of him. Got the hair and the scars, and I think I put the hair on upside down. How did I do that?
Alright,
Foolish.
next question. What colour is Freddy Krueger's sweater?
What colour is Freddy Krueger? It's two colours. It's a tricky question.
Well, there you go. You answered part of it by saying it's 2 colours.
It's not a single colour.
What colour is Freddy Krueger's sweater?
Hello, young boy. How are you today? Are you well? Come closer. I have fed already this morning. I do not need to drink your blood. This is Oompa Loompas. I have been drinking Oompa Loompa blood. Would you like to try some candy? Hey? You don't want to try any? Okay. No, there's no obligation. I've just got all this free candy here. You do. Maybe, if you would like to come around because you're a bit taller, and I'll give you a little handful and you can dole them out as you see fit.
So lots of people have come in with the correct answer of red and
Just
green.
come. So if you put your hands like a little cup so we don't drop them. Perfect.
Red and green. And I'm going to tell you why
Red and
it's red
green.
and green.
Because he's a
Craven-
South supporter.
No, Haven, the director, chose to make Kruger's sweater red and green after reading an article in the 1982 Scientific American that was said to be the 2 colours that were most flashing to the human retina. That's the reason why he picked it.
Okay.
That explains red and greens. Street lights as well, doesn't it?
The kicker sort of not like Halloween.
They're not the opposite ends of the electromagnetic, the visible light spectrum, though, are they?
No.
Red, orange, yellow, green.
It's supposed to be the most flashing
Flashing.
human retina.
Okay. Red and green should never be seen. I have heard that in fashion terms. Red and green. Whereas red and black, holy moly. Check it out, Chris.
That's just so obsessive.
I know, yeah, but
I don't
that's
think
normal.
It's the ego.
Your dad's normally obsessed with himself. Nothing's changed.
Obsessed with myself. Did you like it? This one's a toffee apple.
Everyone's saying that your cake has fallen and still attached to your hair, which is so true.
The sticky tape has come off Cooper's.
That's really funny.
Wardrobe.
Is Sticky Singapore part of Sticky AU?
It's nominally a franchise, but they're more like family, those guys, Jamie and Chris. We've been in business together since about 2008. Unfortunately, I have not been back to Singapore for a long time. So they're a franchise of Sticky Australia, but I don't know. It doesn't really work like a franchise like McDonald's. It's more like a
Sarah Lewis would like
Group of
Sticky
candy
Nicky
makers,
to come and say hello because she is his #1 fan.
I think you got competition.
Sticky Nicky.
#1 fan.
Sticky Nicky.
Sticky Nicky, where are you, Sticky Nicky?
Hey, Sticky Nicky.
He'd be on his phone.
Sarah Lewis would like a wave from Sticky Nicky.
You, Dave, are a funny guy. Thanks, Calvin. Can't wait to try this. I love Halloween. Yeah, look, these will be on sale next weekend. Friday,
Oh,
Saturday.
that was brief. That was quick. Did you see him in the background? There he is.
So nice of you to join us. Thank you, YouTube.
Wait to try it. Does Australia really exist? Is this an elaborate hoax?
We're not allowed to tell you.
There is a story going around that we are actors paid by NASA and that Australia doesn't really exist. If that's the case, man, where are my fat checks, NASA?
Is Dave going to
where's my
purchase
checks?
a cape and start calling himself Lord Sticky?
I don't know about the Lord Sticky, but I really like the cape. I really like the cape.
You know, you can buy
Real capes.
small areas of land in Scotland at the moment.
And
actually
call
become
yourself a lord, I know.
How good.
No, I don't want to be a lord, but I reckon there's no way you could get away with trying to wear capes. People would look at you really funny all the time. But
I actually had a guy come into a shop I was working at once wearing a cape.
can I ask you guys, if I was to try and bring the cape back as a thing,
The fast
what do you reckon? Yeah, I think so too. Thanks, man. Getting some good feedback on the cape here.
I think they want some free candies of it.
Would you guys like some free candy for being so nice to me?
Drop the Lord and keep the count, Dave.
If one of you adults would like to come over here, I can drop these in your hand. It's got a little picture in the middle of Frankenstein's monster. If you'll do just because you'll drop them. So perfect, thank you.
So, I have
Hola
another,
Rosa, I love the cake.
the Texas Chainsaw Massacre's Leatherface wears a mask made of what?
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre's Leatherface wears a mask made of what?
What is the mask made of?
Can I have a go at one of these? Because I don't know the answer, but I can
Let's
guess.
have a go.
Is it human skin?
Yes!
Booyah.
Human
I have to
skin.
say, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that is a really, really messed up movie.
It's based on a real life event. Did you know that?
I don't want to know that,
Yeah.
because that's messed up, man.
Hey Dad, you have something on your chin. Is it human skin?
No, I was going to make a really, really bad joke about what it was, but no. I've been feeding on Oompa Loompas this morning. I was doing a Count Willy Wonka, I am Count Willy Wonka thing this morning on the Facebook.
I actually have a really, really great R-rated
I quite like that too.
Dracula joke, but it's R-rated, so I'll have to tell you off camera, or some people have to ask me in the DMs. What if I tell you on camera? You'll have to wait. The original movie
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's not the blood in it. It's not the gore. It's not like Saw is much worse in terms of gore. It's the themes, man. It's disturbing as hell. I do not recommend anyone sees Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I love it. Go watch it. It's fantastic.
I wish I'd never seen it. I really, halfway through it, I thought I should stop watching this now.
Sarah, actually, the question has kind of led me to another one. What is the real-life killer that inspired Alfred Hitchcock's film Psycho?
What is the real-life killer that inspired Alfred Hitchcock's film Psycho with Anthony Perkins? That's a really piercing noise.
Yeah, you love it. Right in your ear, Dave.
Right in my ear hole. If you've just joined us, thank you. These are my Frankenstein's monster lollies. Little sweets for our Halloween mix, which goes on sale next weekend, so that it might get to you in the United States by Halloween or wherever you are. That's our Halloween. That's our Frankenstein's monster.
Someone's asking whether I curse.
Got the hair wrong. I feel
No,
terrible.
I'm an angel. I never swear.
Lily has like a sailor's mouth, man. It's the
It's
worst.
an angelic.
Oh, it's
Psycho was based on Carney, but Carney wasn't around.
Where are you lovely people from? Sydney or? Yeah, no.
Shall I answer that question?
The 30th tomorrow, so check it out.
It's the what?
30th birthday.
Your birthday tomorrow, is it? Happy birthday. And what is it? 30? That's quite a good age though. It might not feel like it for you, but I'm 50 now, and 30 is pretty young, can I just say? 30, yeah. I always thought 27 was a good age to stop.
You know what other
28.
people, Dave.
Hey?
You know what other people.
That's when all the rock stars die, isn't it? 27?
Alright.
You
So,
got 2 more years.
I'm going to go with the answer for that. The real life killer inspired from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho is
Sorry?
Ed.
We make about six lollies, about 60 kilos a day. Depending on the day. Depending on what we have to make. Some things are pretty quick and then some things take quite a while. So 53, late 20s people say. Frankenstein's awesome. Frankenstein is awesome.
So the answer
Sorry?
to that question was Wisconsin serial number
Yeah.
Ed
We got all this.
G.
Check it all out.
Ed G.
He looks scary, doesn't he? Check out. Lily will turn the witch on. I'm just going to touch the tripod, so like, check that out. And you wait, when you go over to the counter, over here, check out the guy who's got the hand sanitizer. Just over here.
Everyone's saying thank you so
Cool.
much for all the effort you put into your amazing lives.
Look what the cat that I believe.
Witchy
Come with
Granny.
me, Witchy Poo. Witchy Poo, who was that? Hey, Rachie! How are you guys?
Where's your costume, Ray?
It is kind of
Now it's just looking at me, hang on.
It is kind of terrible.
Here we go.
Everyone says I'm the Halloween queen. Sure am.
She is a Halloween macho. You might think you're obsessed by something or other somewhere around, but Lily is out there, man.
I would be wearing like these leggings.
If you had to give up cats or Halloween, Lily, what would you give up?
I would have to give up Halloween because I do love my cats so much. And they're real life. They're alive. You know what I mean?
And then they're
my
like
cats-
all year round.
And my cats are actually alive.
Are they though?
Yes, they
Are they alive, really?
They really are.
You know,
Until you get
cats,
home.
They're alive.
cats have no souls.
They're always alive.
They're either
The
alive
spider
or
lollies.
We didn't make
Spider.
any.
We didn't do spider. We did this morning. We did pumpkin. Now we're doing Frankenstein. I'm just going to put these here so I can do a little sign off so then I can come and talk to you. Hang on. Put in there like that. There's a little Frankenstein monster. Good look here. Well, I'm wearing a cape. How could I not look good? Come with me. All right, so how do I turn it around on YouTube? There you go. So Frankenstein's monster. There he is. It actually turned out. He looks better when I see him like that. Except those little bits on his hair. That should be
stitching, mate. It's more stitching.
Stitching.
Not a scarf.
I like it.
Classic Dave, put someone on upside down.
Good move, crew. Good work. Thanks, guys. Halloween. We've got one more on TikTok this afternoon at 2 p.m. Sydney time. Annabelle and I. And Lily's got this thing she wants to do a surprise. But one more, and then we'll see you tomorrow. Stay kind to each other, to the people in California and Western USA. Stay safe, look after yourselves and the people around you and your families and your neighbours. We're thinking of you. And to all Americans, it is 9/11. You didn't go through that one alone. It might feel like it sometimes, but you didn't. We all remember it in our own way. So take care of each other. I'll speak to you soon. Have a good afternoon. If you don't see you again, bye.
Saladas!
Bye, saladas. Bye.